because it's always hot in the CSRA. It is time to turn the AC up. Today is September 6th. I am your host, Kenny Adams, and you are watching Turn Up the AC. Not only are you watching it, but you are listening to it as well. Because if you have this on your podcast, on your iPhone, on your Zune, on all of the different MP3 players and smartphones and all that good stuff, if you are listening to us, you have downloaded us either via the iTunes Music Store, through our standard podcast feed. Welcome to the show. Today is September 6th, 2011. This is show number 6. And we are excited because today, after we get through some of our regular callers, which will be later on in the next 10, 15 minutes, we will be going into our first ever hardcore focus on music today, on the Augusta music scene. And I'm really, really excited because we get to talk to a band that we listened to a little bit last week, My Brother's Keeper. We're going to get to hear a little bit from them. We have a competitor in the Augusta Chronicle singer-songwriter competition. I'm sure he'll tell me exactly what the full name of the contest is, but he'll be letting me know about that a little bit later. Zach Alsop, as well as we got well, I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to spoil it, but we do have a real goodie a little bit later on this afternoon. But yes, it is, again, September 6th. It is Tuesday, as usual. We do this every single Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. You can find us on facebook.com/AugustusChoice. You can go to our website, augustuschoice.com. You can also find us on Twitter. We do a lot of tweeting, twitter.com/AugustusChoice. Ustream, YouTube. We're all over the place, and we are doing our best to make sure that we get your content out there and to really broadcast all the good stuff that's happening in town. Something that I'm noticing lately on the Facebook fan page is we're starting to get people putting political posts on our wall, and we're asking people not to do that because we're not all about politics. You get enough politics with all the different publications that are out there. You have the Chronicle, you have the Verge, you have some of the other publications that are out there that, yeah, they all cover it, and everyone can, voice their opinion and get mad and get angry and talk about it all the time. And, well, my guy's better than your guy, and your guy doesn't know what he's doing, and my guy is bringing on the revolution. And that was a little shout out to all the Ron Paulians or Paulianites, Ron Paulinations. I'm not sure what you guys go by, but, it's... Yes, there are different places to be able to go and voice your opinion. That's great. But what we want to talk about on Augustus Choice and on the show is, and throughout the sites and everything, is all the stuff that's good, is helpful information, information that will cheer some people up, because not everybody has good information. Yeah, I know jobs are down. I know that the money market is down. I know that it's not always the greatest time for everybody in the world right now. So if I can help to bring just a little spark of light to your lives and make you smile, make you laugh at some of my ridiculous hijinks, who knows? Maybe eventually I will do what I have on my shirt right now, which is the awesome Truffle Shuffle t-shirt. Yes, who knows? Maybe I'll do it. But the thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to actually effectively do a Truffle Shuffle too much longer. I have been going and exercising over at Superior Academy, for those that follow me on Gowalla. And if you remember the video that I posted, let me see if I can find that video. It shouldn't be too hard. I went and did a episode of The Focus for Superior Academy about a year ago. And it went really well. I ended up getting punched right square in the chest at least 3 times, effectively knocking me to the ground every single time. And it was a really, really good experience. But I've been going and exercising there for the past, let's see, 2 or 3 weeks. No, I would say probably about a month now. I've been exercising over there, and yeah, I just found the link. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link out there on Twitter right now, uh, where people can watch me get punched right in the chest and knocked to the ground. The Over at Superior Academy, I have decided with the diet plan that I've been doing, which is the 4 Hour Body, which I've lost a tremendous amount of weight and body fat percentage. I'm really excited about that. Because it's rapid results, and it's just all about obviously changing the way you eat, doing proper amount of exercise, things like that. But when I started it, I was doing Monday and Friday. Well, Monday I was doing their regular boot camp at Superior, and then on Friday I was doing their cardio kickboxing, and Wednesday it was a standard boot camp. Well, as of 2 weeks ago, I switched to doing Jeet Kune Do, or JKD for short. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what Jeet Kune Do is, I'm pretty sure if I say the name Bruce Lee, you'll know who that is. Well, that is Bruce Lee's style of fighting, that and Wing Chun. Well, I've been doing that on Wednesday nights, and I've liked it a whole lot with the 4 Hour Body, with the routines that I've been doing with that. It's given me the ability to kind of speed up my metabolism, and I'm getting, I'm noticing that the less amount of exercise that I do, if I'm not doing like super strenuous exercises, I'm still sweating a lot, which obviously is helping to, burn some of that water weight off. But it's also doing good for my body. It's keeping me going. So I have decided, as of this week, and tonight is my first night on the conversion, to switching to doing JKD all for my exercise. That's what I'm going to be doing. So hopefully we'll see some continued great results on with the change. Because what I've done in the past 2 weeks, looking at my let me take a look at my stats here. Over the past 2 weeks, I have dropped a total of 7 inches off of my body. I've dropped close to 7 pounds in 2 weeks, and I have dropped an amazing, especially to me, I've dropped an amazing about 9% body fat over the past 2 weeks, which is, for me, again, is huge, because that normally doesn't happen with me. It doesn't normally go with that, at that speed, at that pace. So I'm doing really good. I'm excited about how things are going with that, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to continue and show off all my JKD moves and all that stuff. And you need to come out to Superior Academy with me too. It's Tuesday nights at 6:45 for their JKD. If you want to do exercising at their boot camp, that is on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 6 o'clock. Yeah, and they work you good. They work you really, really good. But so with that being said, I've been going over to Superior, and I've also been, tying in with, the people that we have call in on the show. I've also, on Thursday nights, whenever I go to Earth Fair, I've had to kind of change the way I eat a little bit, because it is now, I can't really have tortillas or flour or breads, things like that. And I'll post a link to my personal blog where I've been doing my weight loss. As a matter of fact, I'll actually post that up on Augusta's Choice as well, so that you guys can kind of see what I've been doing, possibly mimic it, and maybe we can start a team AC when it comes to the 4 Hour Body. It doesn't matter what week you start on. It's a very simple program to go on to. It doesn't cost you a dime except for buying food and living right. I mean, it's, you don't have to do all that crazy amount of exercises. You don't have to kill yourself exercising. It's a long story that I can go into on like a one-on-one basis. I'd really like to talk to you guys about it again. It doesn't cost you a dime. You don't have to go out and recruit other people. I just like to see people, reach their goals, and I am now being able to reach my goals, which makes me very, very happy. Moving on. We are going to be having Beth Barranco calling in, our resident nurse for Augusta's Choice. If you guys haven't checked out her articles on Augusta's Choice, you can go over to augustaschoice.com right now. Look on her, look right on the front page. You'll see there's 2 articles that she's posted up. She has another one that's on the way, and she has some really, really good topics up there. Just popping over there right now and taking a look at what's on the page. you have Beth has information about here. Once it loads, there we go. She has some dieting, with eating disorders. She wrote an article about that, and some of the signs that you can look for, and why people are, they do this to themselves because it is an addiction. So you can check out that. There's also one about melanoma and being out in the sun and making sure you have proper skin protection. But today we are going to be speaking with Beth about something that's typically you would hear in straight out of a horror movie. We're going to be talking with her about. Well, I don't want to give it away, even though if you follow us on Twitter, you've seen me give it away. But yeah, we're gonna be talking with Beth in a few minutes. She should be calling in any minute now. And if she doesn't, maybe we'll open up the phone lines. You guys can give a call in if you're listening. 706-871-4297 is our call-in number. If you don't get through, don't worry. We will get with you later on in the show. Keep on trying whenever we open up the phone lines again. But yeah, we're this is getting bigger, and it excites me. People are really starting to really love the show. The more people that it gets spreads to, the more guests that we have on the show that let their audience know. It just spreads exactly like Augusta's Choice started all those many years ago. But we've with the growth, we've had to morph the way we do things. We've had to change the way we do things a little bit, and I think I'm pretty comfortable with where we've ended up. We've done a really, really good job of making things fresh, keeping things fresh. And let's see, I just received notification that we will be getting a call from Beth any moment now. So very good. We missed her last week. Last week there was some scheduling conflicts, and we weren't able to get a hold of her, and she wasn't able to call in. And, I'm going to now. I don't know if she's listening right now because she may be in her vehicle when she calls. So I don't know whether or not she's actually going to be calling from her computer. But one thing that I'm wondering is whether or not she had a little bit of a margarita illness from when she was over at the beach. Because 2 weeks ago, if you remember, she called us from Edisto Beach. And she was just relaxing and bragging about having, she was out there crabbing, and she was, eating fresh crab. She was, out on the beach enjoying the sun. The weather was beautiful. It was hot and muggy and nasty, crazy, nasty, muggy weather here. But speaking of which, while we wait for her to call in, the weather today is insane. I really should be doing this broadcast outside. It's nice and windy. It's this morning when I was taking the kids to to school, it was really, really cloudy out, but you could see the clouds were moving really, really fast. It's not too hot, and from what I can tell from checking out weather.com, we have a lot of good weather coming this way. Now, I don't know whether or not it's coming from the hurricanes that have been beating up the coast. I don't know whether or not it's from, we don't get nor'easters here in Augusta. When I lived in Florida, we used to get those all the time. But so I'm not sure exactly where the weather is deciding to get all nice and beautiful, but I like it. I could do this all year round. So hopefully we'll be able to keep this going on. We have coming up on the weather, we have the Ironman coming up at the end of this month. And last year, if you watch the video that I posted up from the Ironman last year, it was soggy and rainy all day long. So who knows? Maybe we'll be moving into that a little bit. It's very the weather is unpredictable here in Augusta. For anybody that's lived here any amount of time, you know that. But I think right now we have on the line with us Miss Beth Barranco. Is that you, Beth?
It's me.
How are you doing today? You see that? We got some sound effects for you now too, and you got some people clapping for you.
Oh, good.
Yay! Woo!
Oh, how was your Labor Day?
My Labor Day was relaxing, and I actually was a little bit sad about my Labor Day, because I'm not sure if you heard, but I'm doing the 4-hour body, and I have my cheat days every Saturday. Well, we decided to go to my grandmother's house. We were supposed to go on Saturday, but it ended up we didn't go on Saturday, and we ended up going on Sunday. So while everybody's eating my grandmother's famous baked macaroni and cheese and the potato salad and all the fixins, I'm pretty much having to watch what I'm eating. I took everything that I would typically eat, packaged it up, and I have it in the freezer waiting for me for this Saturday.
Well, you're supposed to only diet when there's no holidays around the time that you're dieting.
That's what but it's funny. My grandmother, bless her heart, she's 78 years old, and we're sitting there in her living room, and she knows she knows about my eating plan and how I'm changing the way I'm eating on a go forward basis. And she's like, "Well, you can't have this till next Saturday, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Man, that's just too bad." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And then I walk out of the room, I come back, and she looks up, she goes, "Hey, Kenny." "Hey, Kenny." I'm like, "Yeah, Grandma. Yeah, what's up?" She goes, "This potato salad's delicious." And I was like,
my
this is so
grandmother
wrong.
makes fabulous potato salad. I mean, it is just, it's so good. I could eat the bowl myself.
I'm telling you.
So
I'm not one to use this phrasing typically, but the way she makes her macaroni and cheese and her potato salad, that's what you call putting your foot in it. I mean, she really just puts it down. And so like I said, I have everything frozen and ready for me for Saturday, and then hold all my calls. Don't try to get a hold of me because I will not answer the phone. So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I've learned a valuable lesson today. Do not schedule a doctor's appointment for the day after a holiday, because you will wait forever.
Yes, yeah, that's and wait a minute, you're RN, shouldn't you know that already?
Well, but I didn't schedule the appointment. I just got volunteered to take the patient.
Likely story. No, that's fine though. Yeah, you'll end up waiting for bloody forever.
Oh yeah, we've been there since 10. And I'm just getting done.
Oh my goodness, 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's just no good.
So anyway.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, brain-eating amoeba.
Brain-eating.
Doesn't that just sound good?
Now I've been teasing this for a while now, talking about brain-eating amoebas, and that's just weird. How does this tie in?
Well, okay, I learned about it by watching the news. They had a girl out of Florida who became very, very ill after swimming in her local river, and they followed the story for a couple of days, and then the next thing I knew, she had passed away. And so they started talking about what the cause of her death was, and it came down to this brain-eating amoeba called Naegleria fowleri. And basically, this is a microscopic amoeba that is found in warm, fresh water, such as lakes, rivers, hot springs, soil, and even swimming pools that are poorly maintained. Now, it's found all around the world, but in the U.S., the majority of the infections occur in the southern tier states because it's typically warmer. And this year, in the month of August, they had 3 deaths, and those were in Florida, Virginia, and Louisiana.
Holy cow.
Now, the thing about this amoeba is when people go swimming or diving and they get the water up their nose, this brain-eating amoeba travels up your nose into your brain, and it starts a brain infection that leads to destruction of your brain tissue. And it happens very rapidly, and survival, I think there have been cases where there have been 1 or 2 people to survive this type of amoeba, this type of illness. But for the most part, it is fatal.
This is reminding me of the plot of a 1980s B horror movie. Thank you for giving me stuff to to help me not sleep tonight. So let me get this straight. You just be swimming in a random lake, and if you unfortunately accidentally breathe in some water, whether it be through your nose or whatever, this random little amoeba could decide that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go up, and this looks like this might be a good place to eat for, I don't know, the next 2 or 3 days. and
Right.
it can
Absolutely.
just wreak havoc.
Yes. And the thing is, symptoms start within 1 to 2 days after the infection, after you become infected by it. And a lot of times will mimic meningitis. And so someone might not, if you don't know about it, then you're not going to know to look for that type of illness,
right,
But a lot of the symptoms are headache, fever, nausea, vomiting, stiff neck, those kind of things. And those happen, like I said, really rapidly after you become infected. And then you get some later symptoms, and typically, you die within 2 weeks. Usually
2 weeks, that's all it takes.
The longevity of it is about 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay, so I'm writing notes now. So pretty much the only note that I need to write down right now is don't swim in a lake.
That's exactly it. If you, this type of illness also occurs. These amoebas are more prevalent between the months of July, August, and September. So if you are someone who enjoys recreational water activities, and don't do it between those months. And if you have to do it, then make sure you use some nose plugs, or, try to not go when the water levels are low, or when it's going to be really, really warm outside, because that water temperature is going to be up and those amoeba are going to be in there just swimming around looking for somebody.
Oh,
almost like, it reminds me of piranha,
Honestly, this could very well be what kicks off the zombie apocalypse. No. Just think. And again, no disrespect to the family that did lose the family member due to this, and the many others. But I could just see this now to where, the movie starts out. Or just real life. There's one person out there swimming. They're out there at, camp, whatever, and one inhales one of these things, and 2 to 3 minutes later, person comes just staggering out and just starts biting people. It's all over.
Yeah, it's and between the years of 2001 and 2010, there have only been 32 reported cases in the United States. But there again, in the month of August this year, we had 3 cases. So it's a rare illness, but it is out there and it can occur. So You just need to really be careful when you are out in the lakes and rivers and streams and playing around in water, and just be knowledgeable to it and know that it's out there and that it can affect you and it can kill you.
Yeah, that's just not cool. That's not cool at all. Well, that we will definitely be. I'll make sure that I keep myself and my family away from lakes on a go-forward basis. I don't even want to, run the chance of something like that happening, because you just never know. The thing's microscopic, so it's not like you can say,
Absolutely.
"Oh, here comes one of those brain-eating amoebas. I better swim the other way." You just can't do that. So you got to be. And if you do, obviously, like you said, wear the nose plugs. Try not to ingest any of the water. Because really, it's not just lakes, but it's just any standing water, right?
Well, yeah, and like I said, rivers, lakes, hot springs, even soil, like soil that's around that area that has that water in it, that could even hold that type of amoeba. And even swimming pools at your house that you don't maintain very well and you don't keep the chlorine up in them, it can live there as well. Now, I know that it does not live in salt water, so in the ocean, you're okay. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, I guess, when we were on vacation, we went crabbing. I was a little bit concerned about being in all that mud, but after I did the research on it, I, found out that it does not live in salt water, so it's just fresh water.
And what are you doing to me, Beth? You're sitting here just, there you go again, bragging about going out on vacation and going out and crabbing, and that's
I had to put that in there one more time. Sorry.
That's like saying, I was going diamond shopping, and they, some of the diamonds just had smudges on them. Just let that sit in.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's good though. Today's what it looks like you actually brought some of that weather back with you. I mean, it's almost like we have a coastal breeze today.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you what.
Beautiful today.
It was something else while we were there, because Hurricane Irene was, making its way through, and the day that we left, we kind of, I think, got a tail end of the outer part of it, and got into a pretty bad storm, and the wind kicked up, and but it was fun. I felt like Jim Cantori out there. I was, videotaping and trying to get it all.
Did you break out your parka and say that?
And the goggles.
Yeah, and the goggles.
No,
and did you tell your family to hunker down?
Yeah. No, my husband was like, "Get in the car, let's get out of here." And I was like, "No, this is fun. Are you kidding me?"
Now, when I lived,
he was not excited about it, but I was.
Now, back when I lived in Florida, there was one time where I lived in Daytona Beach, and we got hit with 3 hurricanes right in a row. And the first hurricane, we're talking like one weekend we had one hurricane, the next weekend we had another, and then the weekend after that we had another. There was one time where, I think after the second one, we were out of power for like a good 12 to 14 days. But that first one, I was like, oh, this one doesn't look like it's going to be too hard. I've lived in Florida all my life. It's not going to be that bad. And we're living, now get this, we're living in an apartment on the Intracoastal. So we're right on we're right near the coast. The storm comes in, breaks out the first window. My daughter's window. Luckily, we're all hunkered down in the living room. But after when we got hit, when the eye started going over us, because we went right through the center of the storm, the eye goes over us. I walk out out into the complex. And, there's tons of people out there, inspecting the initial damage. I was the smart one that put cardboard over my windows for my van so that, no debris broke the windows. But, right when it started churning up again and we knew that it was coming, everybody, bulleted back inside. But, yeah, I took out my video camera and I got some in-storm and I got some of the feeder bands when they were slapping the coast. So yeah, I'm all about going out and being a what would you call it? Amateur meteorologist.
Yeah, my husband called me a Cantori. What did he call me? Cantoriite or something like that.
Nice. Very nice. Well, Beth, it's always nice talking with you. Everybody on the line again, we have Beth Barranco. She is a registered nurse here in the Augusta area, and she always calls in each week with some knowledge nuggets that are really good to help us know exactly, how to keep ourselves safe. And we always look forward to it. Next week, we look forward to some good stuff. And again, you guys can check out some of her articles on AugustusChoice.com, as well as check her out on NBC Augusta during her Healthy You segment. Thanks so much, Beth.
You're welcome. And I'm going to put an article up today on the brain-eating amoeba, so the information will be there today. So,
perfect.
If anybody wants to look at it again, it's there. If you swam in the lakes and the rivers yesterday.
Yeah, now we have our audience. Careful. Yeah, we have our audience all paranoid now.
I know. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Thanks so much, Beth.
All right. See you later.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Beth Barranco. She was on the line with us, and we were talking about brain-eating amoebas. I mean, that's just crazy, going in and getting in the water, thinking that you're just going to have yourself a great day just swimming around, and the next thing you know, you got little microscopic Pac-Man going around and eating your brains, thinking that, it's a bunch of multicolored ghosts. Anyway, moving on to a lighter subject, we're going to go ahead and be talking with Aubrey Nazaro from Earth Fair Augusta here in the next few minutes. She calls in each week and gives us some information about the promotions. Last week, let me tell you, the coupons that they had last week were absolutely positively amazing. They had some great food available for us to utilize their coupons. I have so much organic chicken in my freezer right now, as well as some ground chuck. We for Labor Day, we had some of their steaks that we picked up from Earth Fair, and we grilled those out. And I do believe right now on the line we have Aubrey Nazaro. Aubrey, is that you?
That's me. How you doing?
We're going to give you the hand claps too. We have sound effects now. How you like that?
Nice, very nice. I could use that a little bit more often. My goodness.
Yeah, you walk through Earth Fair and it's just like this.
I love it. Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. Everybody deserves some hand clapping every once in a while, even some cheering.
Excellent.
How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm actually feeling really good because I just got back from a little bit of a mini vacation over Labor Day weekend. So
everybody's going on vacation.
Fresh. I'm sorry?
I said everybody's going on vacation except for me. Something's wrong with this picture.
Oh, it's okay. This is the first vacation I've taken in like 2 years. I was way overdue.
Sounds like it. So what'd you do for your vacation?
Oh, I went up to Asheville, up to the mountains.
Nice.
We did some camping, and then we did some zip lining and whitewater rafting. And then for the last evening, we stayed in town, and there's a festival going on down there. So we did all of that and just had a really good time.
Very, very cool. Well, now that you're back to the grind, what do you guys have going on over at one of my favorite places to go in Augusta, at Earth Fair?
Well, we got a couple things actually coming up now. I'll mention, like I always do, about Tuesday, we have our Good Old Days dinner tonight. It's prime rib with mashed potatoes and mixed veggies. And then we've also got a homemade ratatouille burger for the vegetarians.
Ratatouille burger.
That's from oh yeah, it's awesome. It's like eggplant and zucchini and tomatoes and just lots of veggies that are like bound together with breadcrumbs and kind of grilled up into a cake. And
you're making me want to eat my microphone.
It's delicious.
That sounds really, really good.
So we've got that from 4:30 to 7:30 tonight. It's like $8.99 a plate. And as you were mentioning before about the good coupons, we have a coupon that goes along with it for anybody that purchases a dinner tonight. From our Good Old Days dinner, you'll get a coupon for $2 off per pound on all steaks from our meat case.
Very, very cool.
So just in case you don't have enough Earth Fair meat and poultry and seafood and so on, we're going to hook you up some more. So if you ended up eating all your steaks maybe over the Labor Day weekend.
Now, let me ask you, can you double up on those coupons, like with, say, when you go in early in the day, buy something, you get that $5 off purchase of, what is it, $25?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go in?
I don't know. I'd have to check and make sure that one's still happening for this week. I don't know if it just ended or not, but as with most of our coupons like that, whether it's a $5 off coupon that you get, out in the community, if you see me somewhere, or if it's like the email coupons, those will double up.
Very, very cool. We always like to hear that. And something that I'm not sure too many people know, but I think is good to know is we don't print out our coupons for unless it's one that we actually get in store. Something that you can do is if you can get your coupons on your phone or your email on your phone, you can pull up your coupons on your phone and show them at the register, right, Aubrey?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're making it easy for everybody, 'cause it's funny. It seems like 90% of the people that come in our store say, oh, my printer isn't working right now. I'm thinking, man, there are, no working printers in the CSRA.
Computers killed the printer stars.
It's actually, my mother is one of them, and I know her printer doesn't work. So it works out for everybody that, whether they're printer literate or not, or they're having an issue with it, you can still if you can pull it up on your phone, we'll honor it.
Very, very cool. You guys got anything else coming up? I don't know, the Augusta's Choice meetup on Thursday night, same night as Family Night. Sorry, I had to get the little plug in there.
Oh, yeah, we got that going on. Every Thursday night we have a family dinner night from 4 to 8 p.m. You get up to 6 kids' meals free per one adult meal purchase of $5, minimum $5 meal purchase.
Very cool.
So it's really great for people with big families. And as always, the Augusta's Choice meetup does occur that evening here.
Yes, it does.
And it's always nice to see you and your family and your kids.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you heard or if you saw, you were on vacation, so you may not have seen, but we are actually adding another to the AC Army.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are expecting number 4.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations. I did not see that because I have been totally away from all technology all weekend.
Which is always good to do sometimes.
Fantastic.
Yes, we are now adding another one, so we are adding to the ranks of the AC Army. But yes, so luckily we still qualify for the free meals on family night because that's still under 6 kids, and we will keep it that way.
Until you have your 7th.
No, we.
And then at that point, you guys just pay for your dinner separate, and you'll have room for like another 6. So.
Now you guys see that you come, you listen to Turn Up the AC, and one of our sponsors actually goes and gives you information on how to use their coupons better. You see the quality that we bring. That's
we're all
awesome.
about efficiency in this place.
That's right.
We're about sustainability. We're about recycling. We're about efficiency. And shoot, why waste more paper if you can show us on your phone?
Well, there you go. What else you guys got going on over at Earth Fair? Anything
we have,
new?
Yep, coming up, we're actually planning on doing a relaunching of our food philosophy. It's very, very similar. It's not really a big difference from what our original food philosophy was, but there are some minor clarifications, and we've kind of whittled a few things down to make them easier for people to understand. And that'll be coming up in the next week or so. And I can't get too much into it, but I can tell you this: there are going to be some awesome coupons coming up that go along with this, and some really cool participation games and events and things that go along with it. So I'll keep you posted as I too learn a little bit more about it. But I can tell you this: we're simplifying it, making it a lot easier for everyone to understand. A lot more applicable to the things they love and they know at our store.
That's very awesome. We always like hearing what you guys have going on over at Earth Fair. Anytime you guys have new promotions, it's always good to see you posting them up on our wall. So we appreciate that. Any chance? I'm just curious, and I don't know if I'm letting any cats out of the proverbial bags yet, but any chance of in the near future of the Local Fest Earth Fair edition happening?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still waiting to get the okay from, I like to call them the people upstairs,
right?
On what they want us to do with that this year, because we've got so many other irons in the fire with this food philosophy relaunch and a few other things happening. So as soon as I know, believe me, you'll know, because I know you're very interested and you do a lot with the local movement. So you'll be among the first to know.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And, I just got notification. I was going to leave this till the end of the conversation, but we had Zach, who works in the hot case over at Earth Fair. He is in. Now, are you aware that he is in the singer-songwriter competition for the Augusta Chronicle?
I'm not, but I'm sure he'll do a great job because him and his band are fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, he was going to be calling in about 10 minutes, but someone called out and he had to go on to work today. So I just found out that he will not be calling in right after you. So now I have some time to kill. But
gotcha.
But if you will, when you do see him, go ahead and give him a pat on the back, give him an attaboy, tell him that we said congratulations and good luck. And I'm not sure exactly what the date is of the competition, so if it is after next week, tell him that, and I'll see him Thursday night as well, but tell him he can feel free to give a call in anytime. We'd be happy to have him on the show.
Oh, I will absolutely pass that message along.
Thank you very much. Well, Aubrey, as always, it's always good talking with you. We will be looking forward to hearing what you guys got going on next week, and I will see, if I don't see you before Thursday, see you Thursday night.
Excellent. Sounds good.
All righty. We'll talk to you later, Aubrey.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. On the line, we had Aubrey from Earth Fair, Augusta, located right on Fury's Ferry Road in Martinez. And they always have some really good food that they make over there. They also have, they have local produce. They have local providers. There's a guy out in Waynesboro that has a blueberry farm that he makes like blueberry cider and blueberry salsa, which I had never tasted until I started going to Earth Fair. Absolutely amazing. Something else that they have there is a full wine and cheese section that'll blow your mind. It's really, really precise. They have very knowledgeable workers that are all out there. And there's one wine in particular that I'm so excited that they are now carrying called Jam Jar. Now, it's a dessert wine, and it's really, really good. I mean, for people that don't like the typical wine taste, this would be for you. It's a little sweeter. It still has, a small hint of that wine taste, if you will, but it's really good and it's great to follow up, a nice slice of cake. I also know that you can go down to, I'm going to give them a shout out, Boll Weevil downtown. And if you've never had a cake from the Boll Weevil, Mrs. Augusta's Choice and I just celebrated our 10-year anniversary this past weekend. And I can't believe I've been married for 10 years. That's crazy. But we decided that, as one of our anniversary treats, we were going to go down to Boll Weevil, pick up a slice of cake, and get their Curious George sandwich. And let me tell you guys, we had the Seventh Heaven, the slice of Seventh Heaven, and Umogo. That stuff is good. It is amazing. And then what you do is you follow that up with Jam Jar. Now, being that Mrs. Augusta's Choice is also expecting, I've never coined terms for my children with Augusta's Choice, so maybe we'll call them like the Lil, like Lil hyphen Augusta's Choice Ians. I don't know. But being that she's expecting number 4, she was unable to partake in any jam jars. So I wasn't going to torture her and pick up any. But typically what you would do is you would go have the Curious George sandwich, or you would go to Earth Fare and pick up an entree, buy a bottle of jam jar, get yourself a snack, whether it's a gluten-free one from the deli, or the bakery, I should say. And you go home, you have your meal. Oh, that's really good. Now let's go ahead and have some cake, and then with the cake you have your jam jar. And it is just, it's just an explosion of awesome. You guys really should check that out. The wine is called Jam Jar. You can get it at, the 2 places that I know you can get it at right now is Earth Fare Augusta. You can also go down to Boll Weevil and have it with your meal. Tell Courtney that I sent you if you go down to Boll Weevil, and just that's all I got to say. You guys got to trust me on that. So, for the next little bit, while being that we unfortunately could not have Mr. Zach Alsup, who is singing and competing in the Augusta Chronicle singer-songwriter competition. I think he said when I talked with him last week, he said that there were 6 contestants, I think, and he's one of the 6 finalists, or I should say there's 6 finalists, and he's one of them. And he was going to call in today at 1:15, and we were going to let him sing a little bit on the line and show us what he has, and maybe give him a little bit of a boost and get some votes for him. I'm not sure exactly even how the voting system works. I was hoping he could tell us that. If the competition goes on for another week or so, maybe we'll get him on next Tuesday. And I also know that Kelly Jasper from the Chronicle, I sent her an invite to go ahead and listen, and maybe she'll know. Kelly, if you are listening, I'd like to know. You can either tweet it or you can call. The number is 706-871-4297. I'd like to know whether or not you can give me some information on this competition. As a matter of fact, I'm also going to give you a shout out right now on Twitter, asking the same question, because I am now curious, because I want to, whether the competition goes on or not past next week, I want to get Zach on here. He's a great guy. He is the lead singer, or what am I talking about? He's not the lead singer, but he is in the band formerly in the band 11th Hour. If you watch our video from last year, let's see, that would be the Iron Man, which is coming up at the end of this month. I used their music as the backdrop for that video. 11th Hour, they were a great band. A bunch of friends that got together, formed a band, have a CD out. You can still actually pick up their CD I believe on iTunes or Amazon, one or the other, possibly even both. Check them out. I'll post the link up on Augusta's Choice in the recap for today's show, and you guys can check that out. But I'm going to go ahead and send a tweet over to Kelly Jasper. Let's see, and here, again, being that this is all done live and we're winging it, I'm just going to go ahead and type out what I'm saying. This is another moment, and let's see if I can get some background music to go with me playing. I don't have any elevator music, but here. How about this? We'll go ahead and put on... No, that's Christmas music, though. What's Christmas music doing at the top of my list? Well, Christmas music, or Christmas time is coming very, very soon. But here we have... yeah, here we go. How about some here? Let's get the volume up a little bit. This is not your typical typing a tweet music, but here's some Dexter for you. By Kelly Jasper. Can you tell me when the Augusta Chronicle singer-songwriter competition ends? Wow, that was like perfectly timed right there. Send. Now the question is, will she actually call back in? Or actually, you know what? Here, and we'll even give her the phone number. At Kelly Jasper. You can call and tell us at 706 871 4297. That was all diabolical. Forgive me, everybody. That was just a little too diabolical. But yeah, we like to. I'd like to find that out. Hopefully, she is available to give me a call right now. I'd like to hear from her. Maybe she can give us a little bit of information about the singer-songwriter competition that is coming up. But we, there's a lot of talented people today. For the next little bit, we're going to be talking about music. For the rest of the show, we're going to be joined by my Ryan Buffett from My Brother's Keeper. They actually can call in a little bit whenever you guys want to. That's fine by me. I know we had you guys scheduled for a little bit later on, but feel free to give a call in. We also will have the Symphony Orchestra of Augusta. They will be calling in shortly as well. We are very excited about having them on. We got some real good goodies for you coming up on that. The music scene in Augusta is growing, and if you are listening right now and you are in a band or you are a singer, I want to hear from you. You can give a call in to 706 871 4297 706 871 4297. We are opening up the phone lines for anybody that wants to call and just talk about random nonsense. I don't care. I would like it to be something that's a little music focused, but it doesn't have to be. I would like to hear from you. You guys can give me a call at any time. And during the week when the show is not broadcasting, if you want to call and leave a voicemail, again, the number is 706 871 4297. That is the number to dial. And you can leave a voicemail, and when we build up a nice little bank of them, I will go ahead and put them out on the air. And you guys can give shout outs to whoever you want. I really, just as long, obviously, you keep it clean, because this is a family oriented show. We want to make sure that you're not overdoing it and dropping F-bombs and being Eminem on the air. I don't know why. He's like the go-to for talking about people that are potty mouthed. But we have, again, coming up, Westaboo Festival. When we get to speaking with the Symphony Orchestra, we have the Westaboo Festival that is coming up, and there's some really groovy stuff that's happening. We spoke last week with Coco Rubio, and he was talking to us about the silent films that will be playing, and at the same time there will be music that is live music that's going to be played. And I think that's it's a nice, clever idea. Westaboo Festival brings in people from all over the place, and that is great for the area. It shows that we do have some we have culture, we have people that think outside of the box, and I just hope that we can continue to keep stuff like this coming to the area. We want to have as much participation from the people that live here, the people that live abroad. Really want to make sure that everyone gets involved. That is a big part of it. But we really do want to find out a little bit more about this singer-songwriter competition from that the Chronicle is putting on. I know that we had Augusta Idol not too long ago, and it was there were some colorful people that were out there. Some really great singers, and I mean the person that won the local competition, he's just a 15-year-old kid. We tried to have him call into the show, but obviously right now he's in class, and I wouldn't want to be partnered with being part of the truancy of a youth. So I was like, nah, don't call in, during the day. You make sure that you get them studies in, you young whippersnapper. He's going out there. If you go to augustuschoice.com or you go to youtube.com/augustuschoice, you can go through and look through a full list of all the people that I had a chance to record before they went in to register for Augusta Idol. And then with the singer-songwriter competition that's coming out, I think this also allows for people to have, instruments. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research myself to find out some more info on it. I'm not sure whether or not Kelly was able to get my tweet. Hopefully we'll hear from her in a little bit as well. I'm going to go ahead and move on to, let's talk about, let's see. We have my brother's keeper. They're going to be calling in a few minutes as well. And I think, actually, you know what? Let's see. We have them scheduled for... He's going to be giving a call in actually at 1:25. So any minute now, we're going to be getting a call from Ryan Buffett. That works perfectly. Now they were. I played some of their stuff on the show last week. I'm going to play a little bit more today whenever they do call in. Or whenever Ryan calls in, because I want you guys to hear some of their stuff. Now I think, and he can educate me a little bit more. But the style of music, I guess you would consider it being screamo. It's to where you have some melodic mixed in with some, I don't want to say screaming, but who knows? But right now on the line, who do we have on the line right now?
This is Ryan.
We have Ryan from My Brother's Keeper on the line. How you doing today, Ryan?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing really, really good. I'm so glad that we can get you on the line today. Now, was it you that was supposed to call in last week?
I guess my brother Eric was going to call in, but I'm not sure what happened. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I mean, we know all about scheduling, and like I said, we were supposed to have someone on the line earlier about 10 minutes ago, and I just had to ad-lib, and I had nothing to talk about. But we make do. So the first thing I want to ask you guys about was, how did the show at Sector 7 go?
It was awesome. The show went fantastic.
All right. Well, tell me a little bit about it.
We had a really good turnout. There were 7 bands that played. I think I was talking to Nick, who is with Jam's Booking, and he put the whole show together. And I think we had about 200 people that showed up, paid for tickets, and stayed for pretty much the whole time.
Wow.
And we loved it. We had a great turnout. We had a great response. We had a lot of great people. So
now,
we had a good time.
Now, were you guys the first opening band, or were you like the band right before Hawthorne Heights came out?
Well, we were third out of 7, so
oh wow,
right in the middle of the show.
Now, how long was the show?
The show was long. It started right at 6, and I think Hawthorne Heights was over a little bit after 11. So it was definitely a long show. They packed it.
Wow. Oh, now how many songs did you get to play in your set?
We had about a 25-minute set, so we did our normal set, which is, I'd have to count, 6, 7 songs.
Oh wow. Now was one of them Push Comes to Shove?
Yes, it was.
Now I'm going to play a little bit of that right now. Now, something that I noticed is that you guys have a nice tight sound. How long have you guys been playing together?
We've been playing together since last December, this January.
Wow, really? So you guys haven't been playing together as a band for a while, for like a long time. This is something that is like a relatively new band, right?
Oh, we're definitely new. We're babies. We're babies when it comes to being together.
That is, I mean, that's outstanding. I mean, and to be able to put stuff down, lay tracks down already, and get some product out there already, that's really good. And then to being such a new band, and then opening up for someone like Hawthorne Heights, that's a pretty good accomplishment, man.
Oh, we're definitely excited about it. We've all been in music in the area for years and years, just with other bands or different projects, and we've just now gotten together for the first time. But I mean, we're not new to the scene. We're just new as the group to the scene. So we've already had some contacts in the works, so they've definitely helped us out.
Wow, that's just, I mean, that's really, really cool, man. I mean, I've been in a band. Actually, I've been in, let's see, I've been in about 4 or 5 bands. Oddly enough, 4 of those bands were made of the same lineup. We just kept changing our name.
Hey, I know how that goes too.
But I'm a drummer. And I've been playing for a good while now, and you can even check out some of the video. I was playing with Jonathan Caro over at Rock Bottom Music, and we sat down and we got to jam out a little bit for one of the videos. That was pretty fun. But let me ask you, what are some of your influences as a band?
We listen to a lot of, I guess the genre is post-hardcore, but we listen to a lot of Mice and Men, Attack, August Burns Red, We Came as Romans, Woe Is Me, that kind of stuff.
And unfortunately, I've heard of none of these bands. but I dig the music.
It's a small genre. It's small, but there's definitely a lot of bands out there. This year on the Warped Tour, we went. A bunch of us from the band went to that, and a bunch of our bands that we really like that are our influence were definitely on the Warped Tour. So
now that is always one of the best things when you just get that sweet spot killer lineup. You where you're like, all right, well, let's see who's going to be up there. Sometimes you go to these music festivals, you go to one of the mass concerts, and it's like, I have no desire to see like 75 to 85% of these bands, and then you see like 1 or 2 or 3, but then you get one festival where it's just like, oh my goodness, this is like the greatest lineup ever, best show. This is going to be the best show in the world.
That's exactly what Warped was. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely,
we missed a bunch because they were playing at the same time. So
that's the worst. I mean, I remember there was this one concert that I went to. Now, if you don't mind me asking, really quick before I go on to that, would you guys classify yourself as like a Christian band, or is this more of a mainstream?
We're a Christian band. We are a Christian post-hardcore band. We are strong in our faith. We are strong Christ followers, and that's our passion, number one.
Very cool.
Music is our passion, right behind it. So, of course, naturally, our passions are going to collide, and that's what the main focus of our music is.
Now,
Christ out word.
There's a lot Christian music when it comes to stuff that's not your standard hymns or Christian contemporary. The stereotype for most people is, oh, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as good sounding alternative or good sounding. And forgive me for classifying you guys as screamo. That's the only phrase that I know. But I like post-hardcore better. That's clean. That's cleaner. I like that. But when you hear stuff like that, it used to offend me a lot. But then what I would do is I would just play the stuff that I typically listen to, and people were like, oh, what's this? And I was just like, oh, well, this is Stavesaker, or this is Poor Old Lou. Oh, and by the way, they're a Christian band. And they're like, huh, what? They're just not exposed to it. They're not exposed to it. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't exposed to it, and we feel that, I mean, the whole commission, the whole mission of Christ was to go out to the unpreached and the unsaved. So if we don't extend our reach, and we have a song that's called Written in Blood, and it's about the 4 walls that we're trapped in. If we don't go outside of these 4 walls, then we're not doing any good.
Right.
So our goal is to go out there, and we're going to have a good time, and we will throw down as hard as anybody else, and we will party, and we'll hang out, and we'll rock on. But we are Christ followers, and we live a life of a Christian life. We want to tell you about that.
Right.
We want to be your friends too. So we're not cramming anything down anybody's throat. But people that don't think there's Christian music, we just push them to our lyrics and everything. If you want to see our lyrics, check it out.
Very cool.
If you read our lyrics, they're definitely Christian lyrics. So
very, very cool. Now let me ask you, when is your when's your next show? Are you guys playing anywhere locally?
The only thing we have locally coming up is there's actually it's kind of a Christian thing. It's Field of Fates.
Okay.
And I think it's October 12th, and it's at South Lincoln High School in Aiken.
Very, very cool.
But we're actually taking the next month and a half or two off. We're going in October to record the EP. We finally made it to where we can put the EP out. So
nice.
We're taking a couple months off to get the EP out, and hopefully it'll hit by this coming January.
All right, and then once you guys get that all, now can people pick up like your demo, or is that pretty much just strictly at your shows?
Basically all we have is what's on the Facebook page or what's on YouTube.
Okay.
If somebody wants to download it off of there, they can download it. We're not worried about that. But we don't really have an actual product.
Hey, well, you know what? You guys are definitely on your way. You are a definite up-and-comer. I always like, seeing guys that are pursuing their dream and, really working to make it happen, really get themselves out there. When you guys get that EP cut, you need to, let me know constantly. Feel free to call in whenever you guys have something going on. We got a new show coming up. We're going to continue to open up the phone lines so you guys can always call in. I look forward to hearing you guys progress, and I can't wait to hear some more from you.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate it so much.
No problem. And I'll go ahead, like I did last week, I'll embed one of your do you have any song in particular you want me to go ahead and embed in the recap for the show?
Well, last time it was push comes to shove, so why don't you throw up the warmth this next time?
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll make sure that I include the warmth as the song that I embed. You guys, you can find My Brother's Keeper on Facebook just by searching for him. But the actual URL, now, do you guys have a, yes, you do. You can go to facebook.com/mybkband. And, you can check out all their music. They have photos. They have concert information. Keep it up, guys. You guys are doing really good. Ryan, thanks so much for calling in.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate it, man.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. All right, guys, we just had Ryan Buffett from My Brother's Keeper on the line, and they they're starting to come up. I mean, as you heard, they have their EP coming out. That's really, really groovy. I can't wait to hear some more stuff from them. It makes me happy whenever I see people that aren't ashamed to, show, to put their faith out there and to really put out a positive message and not be violent about it, which I think is funny. There's so many people now that are, really trying to shove their views down people's throats instead of actually just saying, hey, look, let my views are going to speak for themselves or for itself. And I love the way their music is doing that. They're really doing a great job. My Brother's Keeper will have some information about them on the recap for today's show. You definitely want to check it out, guys. They're doing a great job. Very excited for those guys. They are really doing a great job here. So coming up next, and the last guest that we're going to have today is going to be our friend Carolyn from the Symphony Orchestra, Carol Ann, forgive me, Carol Ann from the Symphony Augusta. Symphony Orchestra. Man, I'm just messing it up today. But I do believe, now guys, all right, we're going to bring it down a little bit. We're going to bring it down. And I got to set the mood for a second, okay? Now, here we go. Wait, hold on. There we go. All right, here we go. Setting the stage. Here we go. Now this is setting the stage. On the line right now, I do believe we have Carol Ann from the Symphony Orchestra of Augusta. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct. It's me.
Now, do you like your intro, your entrance?
I love it. It's dramatic. It's beautiful. It's everything John Williams would have wanted. So. Okay, everybody, I've been holding it in. Most people have seen already, because we posted the image, and if you look at facebook.com/Augustus Choice right now, you'll see our profile image is that of a Stormtrooper, and the information that we are putting out today, it's public knowledge, but we're just going to reinforce it because the Empire would want us to. Sure.
Carol Ann, tell us what is coming up with the John Williams Spectacular.
Well, on Saturday, October 8th, we have the John Williams Spectacular Concert. That's part of the Westaboo Festival. It's featuring over 6 decades of fantastic music that John Williams has created in his brain and this beautiful product. So you'll get to listen to several of his popular hits, such as Star Wars, that you heard just a moment ago, Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, Hook. I mean, it just goes on from there. Jaws.
Sorry, I just had to bring it back in.
It's going to be fantastic. So it'll be held at the Bell Auditorium at 7:30. So that's, again, a Saturday, which thus makes it a very family-friendly concert.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask, because you have me and several of my the geek community of Augusta, which we are a growing force. You have us all very, very, very excited about the fact that there is going to be. I mean, yes, we love John Williams as a whole. I mean, Indiana Jones, right. Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Saving Private Ryan,
Superman,
Star Wars, Superman, Star Wars. Being that now the thing that you and I discussed, the initial thing, is that something that we can say today?
Yes, absolutely. We'll go ahead and officially announce it. Sure.
Okay. All right. So everybody, here we go. We have a special announcement coming directly from the Symphony Orchestra of Augusta. Please tell the AC Army and everybody that's listening and watching the webcast now what we're going to have along with the performance.
Absolutely. It's my absolute pleasure to do this. In addition to having your Symphony Orchestra Augusta perform the music of John Williams, we will have the 501 Legion, that's the bad guys from Star Wars, and the Rebel Legion, the good guys. They will be present there. It's a nonprofit community where we have volunteers that dress up as the characters from Star Wars, and they will be present at our John Williams Spectacular Concert. So we'll have Stormtroopers, we will have Darth Vader, and we will have some Jedi Knights.
We will have Darth Vader, we will have Jedi Knights, we will have Stormtroopers at this performance. I don't know if you're actually watching the broadcast right now, but I am physically melting right now. I'm getting shorter.
I see.
and I'm just melting away. That's me leaving the microphone. Bye. Go back to the world. No,
Bye.
That seriously just really, really got me, and I'm sure the geek community excited. I know for a fact.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. So right when you walk up to the door for the concert, you will see Stormtroopers out front, kind of acting like the bodyguards for the whole vicinity. And, I mean, it's going to be top-notch all the way. The wow factor is going to be there. Westaboo is designed to bring in concerts that you don't normally see, that you have to travel to huge metro cities to take advantage of seeing and being a part of, and we're bringing that here to Augusta. So Symphony Orchestra Augusta is proud to be a part of this, and again, to bring that wow factor down to us. It's going to be amazing.
That is just absolutely positively outstanding. I'm going to make sure that the AC Army and the Augusta's Choice community is going to make sure that we get this out there and spread it. I know that there are several people that have. Now, did you see the picture that I put together for you on the Augusta's Choice wall?
Perfect.
Perfect. Now, I'm going to have several John Williams themes because I'm a John Williams nutcase. He is by far my favorite composer, and right after him is Michael Giacchino.
Wonderful.
And my kids, they know the difference. Whenever I turn on something, they're like, "Oh, Dad, that's they're like, oh, that's Star Wars. Can you play it again?" Or that's Superman. They know the marches, and it kind of hurts sometimes that there aren't many composers now that are really coming out with traditional sounding soundtracks that are that epic. Because all of those are. You hear Indiana Jones, you automatically feel like you should be wearing a fedora and have a whip. And whenever you hear Superman, especially that dun 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 dun, it starts quiet. You feel like, okay, I don't know why, but I'm ripping off my button-down shirt right now, and I'm going to go jump out a window.
Right. John Williams, luckily in the school system, it's one of the first composers that they're introduced to. All these band members that start out in middle school or even 4th, 5th grade, John Williams is one of the first composers that they're introduced to because it's memorable, it's magical. You know, it does something. It tugs at your heart. It makes you have these great memories. Oh, I remember I was with Dad when I watched this movie, and you know, so forth. It's very heartfelt.
And being that you guys are the ones that are bringing it to Augusta, I think that is absolutely spectacular. I'm really, really happy that you guys are at liberty to be able to do this type of program, and that there's going to be, you know, we're going to be introducing a new generation to his music if their parents haven't already. But then again, the people that are going to be showing up for this, they know. You know, they're in the know, and they're going to be bringing their kids, and they're going to absolutely love it. I'm going to make sure that my kids are going to be there because they will. I mean, they're going to go nuts. My kids absolutely love. Now, I haven't let them see Jurassic Park yet, but because I really like to sleep all the way through the night. but you know, they have seen Superman, they have seen Star Wars, they have seen, you know, just about all the other ones. So they're really excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to talk more about this. If you can, at some point in time within the next week or so, send me a list of some of the other scores that are going to be put out there during Spectacular, because I have in my head, when I first did that Star Wars one that I put up on the wall right now, I had in my mind putting Z's face on Indiana Jones and making an Indiana Jones poster for him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, you know, most importantly, we want everyone to know in the CSRA and even further that tickets are very affordable. If you are a student, any seat in the house, which, by the way, there are no bad seats.
Right.
$5 as a student. That's a college student all the way down to pre-K.
Seriously?
$5. Mm-hmm. And for the regular patrons, tickets are $10. That's where they start, and they can go up to as high as $40 for the really fanatical, awesome seats in the front. And then also, Symphony Orchestra of Augusta really loves the military, and we love what you do for our country. So to honor you, we have $7 tickets, any seat in the house.
Wow.
For you.
And that's like any seat, even the front ones?
Absolutely.
Wow, I am definitely going to be putting that out there. I mean, that's really good, and we always love whenever people are actually doing things for our service members, because unfortunately, you know, they do get overlooked sometimes. And I do know that a lot of them will, you know, absolutely love this. So we will most certainly be broadcasting this. We have a lot of service members that are part of the AC Army. I guess they didn't realize that they were going to get signed up for the military twice.
Right.
But we'll go ahead and put that out there for you as well. And that's October the 8th at the Bell Auditorium, right?
Yep, that's correct. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
You are very, very welcome. Music is pretty much my life. I absolutely love it. Now I have to ask you. I just have one question for you.
Sure.
What is your favorite John Williams score?
Oh, it's so hard. Probably most likely the Jurassic Park. You know, I'm a chick. I'm a girl. I like the stuff that makes you cry. Probably most of the scores that you hear in Jurassic Park, because they're so heartfelt. And then there's also Home Alone, although we're not playing anything from Home Alone in John Williams' Spectacular for October 8th, but Home Alone is also another big composition that I really, really do enjoy.
Home Alone was a really good one, but you know, Jurassic Park, when that first came out, that was one of the actually first soundtracks that I actually bought with my own money. My parents had CDs and all that good stuff, or they had records of all the old Star Wars and stuff. But then when Jurassic Park came out, I was actually overseas with National Geographic, and the movie came out. My family and all my friends went and saw it. It made me mad, even though I was over in Italy. I was mad that they went and saw it without me, which is kind of funny, because they're like, no, we would have rather been in Italy. Forget a movie. But when I got back, went and saw the movie, instantly fell in love with this.
It's a beautiful story. I wish that we could walk among the dinosaurs.
Just with cages and Australian tour guides that have automatic weapons and shotguns.
Yeah, sure, absolutely, and electric fences.
Clever girl. But yes, this is one of by far one of my favorite scores.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
It is. Well, again, thank you so much. And as we get closer to October 8th, I'd love to have you call in again, give us a little bit of an update.
Sure.
We look forward to hearing more and working with you guys. You guys have some really great and groovy stuff coming up. And again, always looking forward to it. Thank you so much for calling in, Carolyn.
Thank you, Kenny. Have a great day.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, on the line we had Carol Ann from the Symphony Orchestra of Augusta, and they will be doing the John Williams Spectacular, and that is going to be phenomenal. I mean, come on, guys. We're going to have Stormtroopers, Jedi Knights. We're going to have, it's going to be crazy. I mean, they're all going to be out there. Now, I want to get, and if you're listening right now, Gomi, Gomi is a friend of the show, a friend of mine, good friend of mine, one of my best friends here in the Augusta area, and he has a Star Wars room to behold. And if you are listening right now, Gomi, we need to try to get some of our kids dressed up as Ewoks for this. I don't know if we can actually make that happen, but that would be really cool. Anyway, everybody, that is our show for today. We really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. We had a great show. I'd like to thank Riverwood Plantation for being one of our biggest supporters. Thank you to everybody for calling in on the Vern's Towing Hotline. Thank you to Superior Academy for effectively whipping my butt on a weekly basis and getting me into shape. And Earth Fare for providing some delicious food on Tuesdays, Thursday nights, and every day of the week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Sunday, every single day. Everybody, and I also want to make mention of Dapper & Company, one of my long-running friends and supporters. I need to go in and get my haircut, get myself straightened up, because my lines are kind of crazy. If you need to get a haircut, you need to get yourself get some a manicure. Yes, men, you can get manicures. Keep yourself looking right. Get in there to get a hot towel shave. Dapper & Company. Go to dapperandcompany.com. Thank you to everybody that called in today. Beth Barranco, the registered nurse. Aubrey, Carol Ann. Thank you to Ryan Buffett from My Brother's Keeper. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Kenny Adams, your host, and I think that about does it for today. So, until next week, I would like to bid you all a fair adieu. Here we go. And there we go. If I could turn my volume up. I am really sucking today. Cancel. And everybody, have a good day. See you next Tuesday.